Hi, um, welcome, welcome back to my channel. Today, I just wanted to share a few things with you. Treat this as a life update or just a chatty sit down video. But the moral of the story here is that I'm turning 21 tomorrow. Today is the 8th of April 2025, and tomorrow I turn 21. So I just wanted to share a few things, um, mainly my experience of living life so far. Maybe that is what I wanted to share. I actually curated a list of the things that I wanted to say. These are basically 5 or 6 or 7 lessons that I really wanted to share with you guys. I wrote them down in like a bullet pointed list so that I can share them comfortably with you guys. I hope you find some insight from this video as to how to deal with specific things. Um, yeah, let's get started. So, these are basically 6 7 lessons that we learned over the years. Um, I'm excited. Let's get started. You can sit down with a cup of tea or with a beverage or with a bowl of fruits. I don't know. The first thing that I really wanted to talk about is spontaneity. So, we are people that calculate a lot, you know. We are people that calculate, we make planned decisions, we make conscious, structured decisions. But in the past 2 or 3 years, we found out that um, taking decisions spontaneously and out of trust and out of abandon, rather than taking decisions out of a certain expected, routine or regime, or out of a certain expected result, it's much more rewarding. So, spontaneity is way more playful and fun and rewarding rather than taking these conscious decisions. I'll give you an example, right? So, when I was in class 10th, I knew that although all throughout my life I convinced my parents that I wanted to do science, and I was a very good student as well, always among the top 3 people in the class. And I studied my whole life in an ICSE board, so convent school. It was at the end of class 10th that I came to realize that it's not for me. Science is not for me. I don't like physics, I don't like chemistry, and biology was okay. But maybe I didn't like physics and chemistry because of the way that they were taught to me. But now that I look back at it, I love physics. I love watching these YouTube videos about physics, and the different branches of physics and what it does and how it's helping modern science. It's lovely, but at that time I realized I wanted to do arts, I wanted to study English, and so I went with it out of sheer spontaneity and my love for English literature. And I've been studying literature now for the past, I don't know, 4 years. 2 years in school, which is 11th and 12th, and 2 years in college. Right now, I'm in second year college. So it's great. So, spontaneity really pays off if you're taking decisions based on your love for what you do. Spontaneity really pays off. The second thing that I wanted to talk about is, you know, your health. I wanted to put this out there. Nothing, and I repeat, nothing in the whole wide world is more important than your physical health, than your mental health, emotional health, and spiritual health. And I've seen different people say stuff like, oh, but I don't believe in taking care of myself, I want to do for others. My friend, you'll never be able to pour into another person's cup if your cup is empty, right? If you have nothing to give, what the hell are you giving? Your anger, your agitation, your hatred, your anxiety, your, whatever big list of trigger warnings, your generational trauma. Don't do that. Take a step back. And by that I mean take a year off or 2 years off and just understand the workings of your own mind and understand the workings of your own heart. Journal, meditate, listen to different discourses by different people that really help you. One of the persons that really helped me was Osho, Sadhguru. So you can take help from whichever person you feel trustworthy and just understand yourself a little better. Okay, and then you can definitely go out and pour into somebody else's cup. The time is always there. But nothing is more important than taking care of your own self. And by self, I mean your mental health, your physical health, your emotional health, and spiritual health. You can do it by yoga, by meditation, by dancing, singing, journaling, activity, volunteering, I don't know. But that's very important. That's really important. The next point that I wanted to talk about is your hobbies. So please put some time into your hobbies, whatever they are. For me, it's making these silly little YouTube videos, and I have different other hobbies as well. I love volunteering, I love writing, I love reading books, music, talking to other people, and by other people I mean people that add value to my life. So yeah, when you pour your time and your energy and effort into creating something beautiful, I think the world becomes a tad bit more beautiful to reside in. The world becomes more loving and peaceful and joyful if you show some more love rather than mindlessly scrolling on Instagram, consuming content. Create something of your own that makes sense. One more thing that I wanted to talk about is travel. Travel more, travel solo, and by traveling solo you will get to deal with a lot of uncomfortable situations which make you weirded out at first, but eventually you learn how to deal with people, how to deal with society at large, and you learn how to deal with your own self and how to protect yourself, especially as a girl, how to protect yourself amidst all these people who are out there to mostly harass you, I would say. So you learn to deal with yourself and with society once you travel solo. I'm saying this because there were like 5-6 months in between when I was traveling by bus to college, and during that time I was traveling by L238 to Kolkata. So L238 is probably one of the worst public passenger transport anybody can ever resort to. Those who have traveled by L238 will know what I'm talking about. The crowd, the conductors, the speed, oh my god, it teaches you a lot. The unnecessary use of slangs, shouting in air for God knows what reason. It's a part of the game, guys. You got to try it out. One more thing is stop paying attention to what people say, their opinions, because कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे, लोगों का काम है कहना. आप सिर्फ आपका देखो, आप सिर्फ खुद को ग्रो और मैच्योर करने को अलाउ करो, खुद को ओपन बनने को अलाउ करो. बस वही है आपका काम और कुछ नहीं है. बस you yourself grow, become humble, become more mature, become much more open-minded and open-hearted. That's the best gift that you can give to the world, actually. So stop listening to people, because even when you dress modestly and do what people say is good stuff to do, morally or conventionally or societally, still they have enough opinions of their own to give, because उनके पास कोई काम ही नहीं है और वही सिर्फ लेक्चर देते हैं जिनके पास कुछ काम ही नहीं होता करने को. तो ये आप मान लीजिए और सिर्फ करते जाइए बस. Yeah, one last thing. This is the 7th point. That's my whole message in the video. I wrote in this notebook, and I'd love to read it out to you. Love, live, laugh fully. Spread your light, don't bother about anything else, and do what your heart says. Listen to your heart and serve other people selflessly. And if it's your birthday tomorrow, happy birthday in advance, because there are so many people whose birthdays probably fall on 9th of April 2004. So yeah, lots of love, lots of peace, lots of warmth, joy, and regards to you from my side, from a 21-year-old book reader and lover of life. I hope you have a great life ahead. Bye. Oh, and also, if you have a good friend group, if you have trustworthy friends, if you can develop yourself to such a point that people can trust you and with everything, and if you have a group of trustworthy friends, you've won in life.